it would strike me as important for us to figure out what on earth we're trying to find. Are we trying to find that Ivanka Trump somehow is engaged in a conspiracy to cover up emails relating to the death of an ambassador in Libya? Are we trying to dive into emails that are dealing with dead Americans in Libya? Because we know that's what kicked off the issue with respect to the email controversy regarding the former Secretary of State. And that was what was being discussed. So my question here is, when we've got Ms. Trump acknowledging through her attorney in discussions with this committee, turning over emails to this committee, acknowledging that there was a window of time in transition where she used private email for business that may have been public, why are we asking for emails from January of 17 to present? When she's acknowledged to this committee, and we've had a window of time where she said she's got some emails on her private servers and turning that over, it is clear that this is a fishing expedition. And not because it's the daughter of the president. It could be any member of the White House, related to the president or not. But we're engaged in this open-ended inquiry, right? I mean, where is the probable cause here? Where is the reasonable suspicion here about what kind of wrongdoing was undertaken by the emails that were used if it was a Gmail account versus some sort of official account? What are we actually looking for as an oversight body?
Would the gentleman yield?
Keeping my time?
Sure. I don't know how to say this any differently. You know, we have laws. And the laws say we keep official records. I mean, come on now. You don't have to go around probable cause. You're talking about the official records. And we're not asking, by the way, for personal records. You understand that?
Yeah, well, Mr. Chairman, but I might, and I can yield to the distinguished ranking member in a second, but I understand that. And we should comply with the laws. My understanding is she's working to comply with the laws in response to the request from this body. My understanding is she's turning over emails in response to it and making those records public. That's what the laws are saying, to make them part of the Presidential Records Act. This is something that I think is critically important to this whole debate. Why are we doing this? Because they're working with us to comply with the law, to turn over the information, to follow what the chairman was just saying. In the meantime, while we are doing this, while we are sitting here, as I pointed out before, for the hour we're going to be debating this, another $100 million of debt's been racked up. Another how many thousands of people have poured across our border? How much more control have we yielded to cartels who truly control and run our border? That's what we're dealing about. We've got a text. I get information right here from someone on the front lines on the border saying, I will tell you, my station, this is Border Patrol, my station has around 500 total agents, around 70 for the day shift, around 90 for swings, and around 80 for midnight shift. I'm averaging between 9 to 14 on the line for day shift. They've halted the horse patrol detail and made them security at McAllen. They're making our elite and highly trained BORTAC do the same. Detention security. All the agencies that are helping us are doing detention security, hospital watch, sandwich making, handing out hygienic items, and milk and transportation. My Army unit was called up. What are we doing? We're building new detention facilities in the border. They're not patrolling the border. We're not doing anything to stop and deal with the problems that we've got with cartels managing the border. And we're sitting here in a fishing expedition for emails alleging that we're trying to do that in compliance with the law that's being complied with. In what universe is this what we're supposed to be doing for the United States of America, for the people of this country who are watching their country racking up mountains of debt? $320 billion over existing spending levels, which would still give us $1 trillion deficit. Well done, Congress. Well done. And you're going to have that kind of level of spending while we've got wide open borders. What are we doing for the people of the United States? I'm going to be told, oh, we're protecting the law. The law is being complied with. When instead what it is a fishing expedition for political purposes, which we saw on high display yesterday in the room next door, where we got nothing other than dawdling responses about an incompetent effort. And here we sit, mounting up debt for our children and grandchildren. My 9-year-old son is in this room. We all have families. What are we passing down to them? $100 million of debt per hour? It's extraordinary. Wide open borders, destroying communities, endangering lives of Americans in South Texas, while I get smirks from my Democratic colleagues, while there are people right now facing attacks from cartels, dealing with it on a daily basis, and we get smirks and we get requests for emails from people in the White House. This is the face of the Democratic Party. This is the face of your Congress today, America.
Good job, Chip. Good job.
Mr. Conway.